We are taking R.D. Sharma Solutions, Class 11, Chapter 23. The Straight Lines exercise is 23.1. The first question is, these are four parts. Find the slopes of the line which make the following angles with the positive direction of x-axis. So what does it mean when we have a coordinate axis? So whenever we have a line, this is the positive direction from the x-axis, positive x-axis. This is given in the question. So we have to find out the slope or gradient. So it's simply tan of this angle, tangent, trigonometric tangent of this angle. So we have to take tan of this. So tan minus pi by 4, you know that tan minus theta is minus tan theta. So take minus out, tan pi by 4 is 1. So minus 1. Then we have tan 2 pi by 3, you can write it as pi minus pi by 3. So tan 180 minus theta is minus theta. So it will be minus tan 60, that is going to be minus root 3. Tan 3 pi by 4 means you can write it as tan pi minus pi by 4. Tan 180 minus theta is minus tan theta. So minus tan pi by 4. So you are going to get minus 1. Tan pi by 4, tan 45 degree is 1. So this is what you are going to get. Tan pi by 4, tan 45 degree is 1. You can always write 3 pi by 4 as pi minus pi by 4. Now last one is 10 pi by 3. 10 pi by 3 is, 10, it's equal to root 3. So let me tell you this one again, because this type of question may come. This is tan 3 pi by 4, or you have tan 2 pi by 3 like this. So first you have to turn it in the way we know it. Tan pi minus pi by 4, this is pi minus pi by 4 is always 3 pi by 4. Tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta, so it will be minus tan pi by 4. So minus tan pi by 4 is 1, so it will be minus 1. Now we have three parts here. Find the slope of the line passing through the following points. So we have 2 points, x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. So the slope and gradient is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So you can always write it as y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2. It doesn't matter. The trivial or traditional way is to write y2 minus y1. So how do you write it? It will be 4 minus of minus 2 divided by 1 minus of minus 3. That is going to be half. Now third one, let us see first. 2 minus of minus 5, that is 2 minus 6, that is 7. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. So you get minus 7 by 2. Minus 7 by 2. Now this we are going to do. So x1 is this one, at1 square, y1 is 2at1, x2 is at2 square, and y2 is 2a2. So this is 2a2, y2 minus y1, 2a2 minus 2at1, y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. That is at2 square minus at1 square. So here you can take whatever is common. In the numerator you can take 2a common, you get 2t2 minus t1 inside. In the denominator you can take a common, so you get t2 square minus t1 square. This is the formula of x square minus y square. It will be x minus y, x plus y. So you can write it as t2 minus t1 into t2 plus t1. So you can always write it this as t2 minus t1 and t2 plus t1 using the formula. You can cancel these two, and a also, you will get 2 by t2 plus t1. This is the final result. Now we have to state whether the two lines in each of the following are parallel, perpendicular, or neither. Parallel, perpendicular, or neither. So what you have to do is, you have to find the slope of two lines. That is m1, slope of first line, m2, slope of the other line. Now if m1 equals m2, that means these two lines are parallel. If m1 into m2, that is if you multiply them, the slopes, and you get minus 1, that means these two lines are perpendicular. So if you don't get these conditions, you will just say nothing, neither. So first is the points are 5, 6 and 2, 3. So 3 minus 6 and 2 minus 5 is going to be 1. Then we have minus 5 minus of minus 2 minus 5 plus 2 divided by 6 minus 9, that is minus 3. So here also you are going to get minus 6 minus 9, so it will be 1. So you're going to get 1 again. You can see that the slope m1 and m2 in both the cases are same. That points out that the two lines are indeed parallel. The next one also you have to do the same thing. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. For the first one, m1, which is going to be 2 by 5. Again, you have minus 3 minus 1 minus 5 and 8 minus 3 divided by 8 minus 3. So the minus 3 of minus 5, that is minus 3 plus 5 divided by 8 minus 3, that is 5. So 5 minus 3, that is 2. 2 by 5 you are going to get. And this is going to be m1 m2 equal, so they are also parallel. Now you have 6 3 and 1 1, so 1 minus 3 and 6 minus 1. You can always write it as 6 minus this 3 minus 1 by 6 minus 1, right? Now minus 5 minus of minus 5 and 2 minus of minus 2. So you see 2 by 5 and minus 5 by 2. If you multiply m1 and m2, you are going to get 2 by 5 into minus 5 by 2. Indeed, this gets cancelled and you will get only minus 1. And this shows m1 and m2 is minus 1. That means the lines are perpendicular to each other. Then we have 3 15 and 16 6. So let us take the m slope of this. You get minus 9 by 13. Now you have minus 5 3 and 8 2. Take the m2. You're going to get minus 1 by 13. Neither they are equal nor they multiplied gives you minus 1. So that means these two lines are neither parallel nor perpendicular to each other. Find the slope of a line. Find the slope of a line, that is slope, gradient, m you have to find out. So there are two parts here which bisects the first quadrant angle, and second part is which makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis measured anti-clockwise. So let us take the first part. Let us make the coordinate axis first, and which bisects the first quadrant. We know 4 quadrants, 90 degree, 360 is the total one, 90 is the first quadrant. So if you divide it, it will be 45 degree, 45 degree. So you take the positive anti-clockwise with positive direction of x-axis, 45 degree, tan theta, tan 45 degree you have to find out, and tan 45 degree is eventually 1. So m is 1 here, right? Now second thing is given the line makes an angle of 30 degree with the positive direction of y-axis. Now here this is, let me make the coordinate fix. This is a clock. This is the clockwise direction. This is the anti-clockwise direction. So it is being given from y-axis. It is in the counterclockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Remember, this is a NCERT question, NCERT-CBSE question. So we have positive direction of y-axis. It is making 30 degree. So what is the positive direction? So 30 degree from this is positive direction y-axis, this is positive x, and we have to have a line which is making 30 degree from the positive y-axis. Which is the positive y-axis? The above one, right? So you have to make the anti-clockwise. I just showed you the direction. Take the anti-clockwise, right? This is the anti-clockwise direction and this is 30 degree. This is the line which we are talking about. This is 30 degree from the positive y-axis, right? Now this is 30 degree and you have to find out m, but we always take it from the positive x direction. So what is the angle from here? 30 plus 90. So 30 and 90 is 120 degree. So tan 120 you are going to get, and this is going to be minus root 3. This we have already done in the previous discussion. Tan 180 minus 60, you can always write tan 120 as 180 minus 60 is 120. It will be minus tan 60. Minus tan 60. Yeah. So minus goes outside. Tan 180 minus theta, tan pi minus theta is minus tan theta, tan 60 is minus root 3. So this is going to be your answer. Using the method of slope, show that the following points are collinear. Collinear means what? They are on the same line. Collinear, co and linear. Linear means same, linear means line, co means on the same line, collinear. So the slope of the three lines which these 3 points form, the slope has to be equal. If the slope we can find out to be equal, we can say that these 3 points are collinear. So we'll take 4, 8, 5, 12, 9, 21, and then we'll try to find out whether you are going to get this slope as equal. So we'll take this 4a and b, 4, 8 and 5, 12. 12 minus 8 by 5 minus 4. You're going to get 4. Then you are going to take 28 minus 12 divided by 9 minus 5, and that is going to be 16 by 4. Now coming to the a and c. So 8 minus 28 you can do, or you can do 28 minus 8, doesn't matter. So 28 minus 28 by 4 minus 9, again you are going to get 4. So three line segments have the same slope, they are parallel, but there is a common point. You know, the slopes are equal, that means they may be parallel also, but there is a common point between them. They can be parallel also. You can have a logic like that. But because there is a common point for these three line segment, right? B point is common for all these three line segments. That's why these three are collinear. Same thing you have to do here. 16, 18, 3 minus 6, and first find the slope of AB, then find out the slope of BC, then find out the slope of AC. All will be minus 12 by 13, minus 12 by 13, y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 you have to find out. And you see the vertex B is common and the slopes are also equal. That is a proof that 3 points are indeed on the same line. What is the value of y so that the line 3y and 2, 7 is parallel to the line which is passing through minus 1, 4 and 0, 6. So first line is this one, and you have the second line also, and these two are parallel. Parallel means the slopes have to be equal. We have to find out the slope of the first line, slope of the second line, and you need to equate them. So 6 minus 4 by 0 minus of minus 1, you are going to get, that is 6 minus 4 by 0 minus of minus 1, you are going to get 2 by 1, so 2 you are going to get the slope of the first line. 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, this is the slope of the second line. 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, you are going to get 7 minus y by 2 minus 3, that is minus 1. So you can just change it because minus is in the denominator. You can write it as minus y minus 7. Now m1 equals m2, that means you have to equate them. 2 equals y minus 7, y you are going to get as 9. What can be said regarding a line if its slope is 0, slope is positive and slope is negative? So what can be said about this? We have already done this when we were discussing the concepts, that is the theory. So slope is always from the positive direction of x-axis. Slope is always from the positive direction of x-axis. Now if we have a slope as 0, that means this line is either x-axis itself or this line is parallel to x-axis because there is no angle between them. So we'll say that the theta is 0. It is either x-axis or it is parallel to x-axis. So theta is 0. Theta is 0. When we talk about theta positive, so tan theta is positive only between 0 and pi by 2, 0 and 90 degree. So when you are saying that the tan theta slope is positive, that means tan of any angle which is coming in between has to be positive, which is only possible when it is between 0 and pi by 2. So theta is going to be between theta and pi by 2. Then only it will be positive. Now coming to this point, whenever you go beyond a pi by 2, beyond a 90 degree, we have seen just a question of 120 degree that happens to be minus root 3. Now when you take this angle, you are going above pi by 2. So theta is greater than pi by 2. Theta is greater than pi by 2. Now theta is greater than 90 degree and this is the obtuse angle. So this is the obtuse angle and theta is greater than 90 degree. Show that the line joining 2, minus 3 and minus 5, 1 is parallel to the line joining 7, minus 1 and 0, 3. So you have slope. If the slopes are equal, they are parallel. We have done the question like this. 1 minus of minus 3 divided by minus 1 minus 2 is 4 by minus 7. 3 minus 1 by 0 minus 7 is 4 by minus 7. So this is m1 slope, this is m2 slope. They are equal. When they are equal, these two lines are parallel. Now show that the line joining 2, minus 5 and minus 2, 5 is perpendicular to line joining 6, 3 and 1, 1. So we are going to take the slope of the first one, second one, and try to multiply them. If it comes -1, these two lines are perpendicular. So 5 minus of -5 divided by -2 minus 5, it is going to be -5/2. This is the slope of the first line, -5/2. Then we have slope of the line which is joining these 2 points, 1 minus 3 divided by 1 minus 6, which is going to be, and you can always, bada chota agar aapko dikhe, if you see higher and lower, you can always do 3 minus 1 divided by 6 minus 1. So 6 minus 1 by 6, 3 minus 1 by 6 minus 1 is 2 by 5. So you see M1 and M2. Now try multiplying them. If you multiply them, you are going to get -1. That means these two lines are perpendicular to each other. M1, M2 equals -1. That suggests that these two lines are perpendicular to one another. Without using Pythagoras theorem, show that the point 0, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 3 are the vertices of a right angled triangle. So these are the 3 points, 3 vertices actually. So these are vertices of a triangle, but we have to tell them that this is a right angled triangle. So let me make a triangle. I'm not knowing whether it is a right angled triangle or not. I'm not aware. So try to find out the slope of two lines and multiply them. If it gets -1, that means these two lines are intersecting perpendicularly. So this triangle would be like this, 90 degree. So we'll do exactly like this. Say that this point, let us say we are taking AB. So 4 minus 2 by 1 minus 0. Now these two things. So as I was saying, let us mark this point first. It will be better to understand. 0, 4 and 1, 2, and then the third point is 3, 3. So the slope is -2 for the first line. Second line is 3, 3 and 1, 2. The slope is going to be 3 minus 2 by 3 minus 1, which is going to be half, 1 by 2. Now multiply half and -2 and you are going to get -1 only. That means the angle between AB and BC is 90 degree. So M1, M2 is -1. That clearly suggests that the angle between them is 90 degree. So the vertices are making a triangle, which is indeed a right angled triangle. Now here, prove that the points, there are 4 points, -4, -1, -2, -4, 4, 0 and 2, 2, 3 are the vertices of a rectangle. So this rectangle is a quadrilateral having all the angles at 90 degree and opposite sides are equal. You can always use the distance formula because we know the coordinates of the vertex, but we are not going to do that way. So because we are learning straight lines. So let us first mark the vertex -4, -1, -2 and -4, 4. Then we have 4, 0. Then you have 2, 3. Now let us take the slope of first line, this line which we are in, and mark these points also, A, B, C, D. So this first line which I am pointing out, what is the slope? -1 by -4 by -4 -2. So -3/2 is the slope. So this is A, this is B, this is going to be C, and this is other one is going to be D. So now what is the slope of BC? 0 minus of -4 divided by 4 minus of -2, that is going to be 2/3 again, 2/3. Now this one, CD. So this is 3 minus 0 by 2 minus 4 you can do, or you can do 0 minus 3 by 4 minus 2. So you are going to get this as 3/2. Now here you can use this as 3 minus of -1 divided by 2 minus of -4. So this is 3 minus of -1 divided by 2 minus of -4. So it is going to be 4 by 6. 2 plus 4, 6. And this is again going to be 2/3. So you have 2/3 here. Now the good thing is opposite sides are parallel. So the slopes are showing you the slopes are equal. This is the m of the opposite sides are equal. 2/3, 2/3 minus 3/2 minus 3/2. So these lines are parallel. This is the first condition we have seen. The first condition. Now second condition is 90 degree. That is perpendicular. So these two line I'm taking 2 by 3. I'm taking one of these 2 by 3 into minus 3 by 2. You're going to get 2 cancels, 3 gets cancelled. You're going to get minus 1. So minus 3 by 2 minus 3 by 2 you multiply, you get minus 1. 2 by 3 minus 3 by 2 you multiply, you get minus 1. And you multiply minus 3 by 2 and 2 by 3, you're going to get minus 1. So all these, you can say the adjacent lines are 90 degree perpendicular to each other and they are parallel to each other. That means they are the sides of a quadrilateral called as a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Opposite sides parallel and all the adjacent sides are perpendicular to each other. Okay. This is how you are going to do this. If 3 points A, and first thing is this is a NCERT question. This is a NCERT question, important question. So if 3 points A, H0, P, A, comma B and B, 0, comma K lie on a line, show that A by H plus B by K equals 1. So these are 3 points. Let us say the first point is H0, second point is A, comma B and third point is 0, comma K. So we have, when they are collinear, that means the slope of all the 3 line segments are going to be equal. All these slopes, there will be 3 line A, P, B. So there will be AP, PB and AB. So slope of AP equals slope of PB equals slope of AB, right? So what is the slope of AP? B minus 0 divided by A minus H. This is there. Now what is the slope of BP? K minus B divided by 0 minus A. You're going to get this. And the third one, which is AB, that is K minus 0 divided by 0 minus H. Now these are equal. We will take the second and third one. K minus B by minus A equals K, the 0 minus A equals K minus 0 by 0 minus H. So K minus P by minus A equals K by minus H. Now just multiply both sides, just get rid of this second negative sign. Now K into H minus B into H equals K into A. So now you can divide both sides by KH. So divide KH. So you divide by KH and this is going to be 1, right? This is going to be 1 minus HH cancel, you get B by K. Here you get KK cancels, A by H. You get A by H. Now you can take B by K on the other side. So what do you get? A by H plus B by K equals 1. And this is what to be proved. This question we are going to take in the next discussion. Till then, thank you so much. Take care of yourself.